Hey everybody, welcome into the Fort Worth Christian Coaches Show. As always, brought to you by our great friends with Aspire Chiropractic, where their full job is to get you back to being your best. And speaking of being your best, Dr. Taylor and his entire staff would wish to thank all of the people that make their practice possible. So on October the 11th, that's a Thursday, he's having his annual Patient Appreciation Day, where all services are free. All adjustments, all x-rays, everything that you need from Dr. Taylor or someone from his staff is free that day. Everyone is welcome, even if you're not a patient. Come on out and see what makes Dr. Taylor and Aspire Chiropractic the greatest chiropractic clinic in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Coach, always great to see you.
Morning.
Welcome in. Cardinals go fall this week to the Midland Mustangs. Coach, we had them where we wanted them, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had them. We started off hot. I was following along. We were looking really good. Kind of break down some areas that you really liked about this week's performance.
We got to play a full 4 quarters.
Okay, good. Yeah, absolutely.
Numero uno.
Right.
I didn't know how our guys were going to play in the second half because we haven't been in the second half of a ball game the past 3 weeks. So I was looking forward to seeing how they would respond, and I knew Midland was going to play tough throughout the duration of the game. So I was pleased with their effort in the second half. I felt like we were in shape. I felt like we competed, and we just kind of gave up one there at the very end, which is tough. But I felt like offensively we took care of the ball, and defensively we caused some turnovers. So we did a lot of good things. We just need to get better. A lot of little mistakes here and there, mostly mental errors. But I feel like they did a good job, and we kind of beat ourselves. I feel like.
Sure, on that last play, kind of where the time was winding down, we had a timeout left. Why didn't we call it?
Well, in that scenario, they had just called a timeout. So we felt like we were going to call one to give our defense just to give them some wind,
Right.
But they ended up calling timeout. So we gathered the guys together, and they came out with a great play, and they just executed.
Sure. What do you say in those? Take us inside the huddle a little bit. What do you say right there late in the game? You're holding on by one score. What do you stress to the guys when you're talking to them in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, you just try to be as calm as you can with them. Their heart's pumping, and a lot of times they don't understand the scenario. They don't understand the situation.
Mm-hmm.
They just see it as another play, which is what you want them to do. But at the same time, situational awareness is always key. So you got to let them know the importance of the play, and just we weren't doing anything crazy. It was just just one of those things where they caught us, and they executed really well. That was the best throw that quarterback had made all night, and
Right.
I think the only ball 18 had caught for them. So just one of those
deals. It's kind of like in cards, a bad beat.
Yeah.
Cardinals played great all game long, fought hard, as you said. Just came down to one play, and
Yeah.
Unfortunately we were on the short end of that stick, right?
Yeah.
But hey, onward to this week. Paris,
Thanks.
right up this week. So talk a little about what you're expecting out of the Paris Episcopal this week.
Well, Parrish is they haven't lost this year. They're very athletic. They'll be the best team that we played.
Okay.
They have a lot of really good athletes. They're really sound and simple on defense. They rely on their guys up front that are really good, and they're just they're sound in the secondary and the back end. Their linebackers, they all play hard. Most of them just play one way, so they adjust really well during the game. And offensively, they've got a special quarterback. They have some special receivers and a good running back, a great offensive line. They're a well put together football team. They're
Sure.
well coached, and it'll be another good test for us, non-district game, for our guys to come out and compete. And so, looking forward to going against a really good ball club.
Oh, absolutely, and we're looking forward to seeing them. Last question I have is, as we look at the district standings, we're 3-2
Mm-hmm.
behind 2 5-0 teams. How does
Right.
that translate to where the Cardinals could project ourselves into the playoffs at this point?
Well, we're not really worried about what other teams' records are. Non-district play. We could schedule, some pushover teams and go 5-0 if we wanted to. But we really wanted to test ourselves. We wanted to go up against some quality football teams.
Mm-hmm.
So we know where we're at, because that's what we're worried about. Our focus is on us, the evolution of our team, the growth of our team, and just the improvement from week to week, not making the same mistakes, learning from our mistakes, and just mentally getting sharper. We got the guys to be real special. We just got to lock it in, mentally, and really push ourselves to grow in that aspect. So I'm not worried about the other teams in our district when we get up to them. Then I'll worry about them. But honestly, because like I said, it's week to week with us. We're focusing on ourselves, and we're trying to go out this week and get better playing Parrish. So.
Fantastic. Coach, always great. Guys, Cardinals on the road this week. Go see them. Until next week, go Cardinals.